Welcome back, students, for the practical session number 4 with Pawan Soleti. Okay, in practical session number 3, we install the 2008 auto server. So, guys, the first thing is after installing the server, our task is to make the server as a domain controller. So which can represent this server as a domain controller. First of all, let me check is the administrative tools everything installed properly, seems like. So the first concept is, if you want to make the server as a domain controller, the server need to have static IP address. So let's go. You can see this network adapter icon. You can just click on that one. Otherwise, if you don't, right click, open network sharing center. If you can't see that icon, it has been the drivers are not installed properly. So even on top of that one, you can install the drivers, or you can find that icon in the control panel. So the wizard is open. For the network sharing, go to change adapter setting, and here is the local area connection. Select it, right click, properties. So here is the adapter properties for our 2008 R2 server. Guys, most of the people still IP version 4 address is enough for us. So I'm deselecting the IP address version 6. I'm just selecting the IP address version 4, clicking on properties again. Here I need to make some changes. You can see the default radio button is saying obtaining, but I want to have static address. Guys, I'm just taking a static address. Let's take around 10.10.10. Let's say 50. This is gonna be my server static address. Then if you can check subnet mask. Let's make it 24-bit subnet mask. Let's have 255.255.0. Then the default gateway. Okay, let's have 10.10.10. Let's have 99. Okay, then guys, we're done with the IP address. Come back to the preferred DNS server. Guys, I like to have loopback adapter address. So 127.0.0.1. Okay, this is gonna be my preferred DNS address for my domain. So it says loopback adapter address, which I'm going to take it as a preferred DNS. Guys, there is alternate DNS server. You can leave it as it is, no need to configure, but I am taking another configuration because there is a Google server. This is alternate DNS server for the public, which Google is providing. So I can take that 8.8.8.8. Otherwise I can leave it. It's still gonna work properly. Let's click on OK, then close. Okay, then close this wizard. Okay, sorry, activation Windows. Now there is some threatening messages. Okay, now guys, I changed the IP address of the machine. Let's click on start button, administrative tools, and there is server manager. I just want to see some options. Okay, here's now you can see the local area connection is changed, and remote desktop everything is disabled, but you can modify it, but I'm going to leave it right now. Guys, now I changed the network adapter settings. Now what I need to do is I need to prepare my computer, I need to rename my computer, and I need to install the domain. Before I'm going to rename the computer, there is some features, roles. Let's click on roles. I want to add some domain controller roles of services. Okay, so I click next, server roles. Here guys, I want to install Active Directory services binary things. If you can install this binary plugins, then the rest of the installation will go smooth. So here is some add-on pop-up messages. Just click next, and install. Hopefully it's going to take less time. Here we installed binary files for Active Directory. Then the next step will be, okay, let's change our computer name. Okay, I'm just waiting for this installations to complete. Guys, if you can follow this step-by-step installations, you're not gonna get any problems. Okay, it's taking pretty while because binary files are the kernel files which interact with the kernel and stores in the kernel. Okay, it is still taking pretty long, I guess. Okay. Okay. Okay guys, now the installation is gone. Guys, you need to check warning messages carefully. Newly installed roller feature is not. Okay, these are the Windows updates which I disabled, so you don't need to bother that much. Just I click on close. See, this is the red mark. Domain services, guys, you need to install domain services, then it's gonna go into the green. Then that means that you installed properly. But we are still in the middle of the session. Let's close this wizard. Now clicking start button. Guys, whenever you want to go to the administration tools and you got the shortcut on the scroll bar, just click here. Just click here, you're gonna go to the server manager. So there is a shortcut for server manager on the bar. So now I'm clicking on start again. Now computer, right click, properties. Now we need to change the computer settings so that it can be ready for domain controller installation. So I'm clicking on change settings, the window pop up, then again clicking on change. Then here is my computer name which I need to change. Then later the domain will also gonna change, but for now let's change computer name. So just imagine this is gonna be the Pawan's domain control for pawan.koza domain. So